Hello, hi students. Now I am going to discuss 4 mark questions on the lesson My Beginnings. Are you ready? Usually in the question paper pattern, 4 mark questions are not asked on the lessons. But here in LBA, 4 mark questions have been introduced. So shall we try? Yes. Answer the following questions in 8 to 10 sentences. This is a difficult or expression based question. See, narrate Kapil Dev's horse riding incident. Narrate means vivarishari. Narrate means vivarishari. Kapil Dev's horse riding incident. ಕುದುರೆ ಸವಾರಿ ಮಾಡುವ ಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ವಿವರಿಸಿರಿ. One full paragraph is meant for his horse riding incident. Okay? Say here, how to start? Kapil Dev remembers. Kapil Dev answer. Kapil Dev even today remembers. Kapil Dev even today remembers that he and his friends ಅವನು ಮತ್ತು ಆತನ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು were riding the police horses, HORSES, police horses, which were left where in the huge open green areas. Why? To graze. Full point. Right? They would go there ಅವರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಹೇಗೆ? ದಿನಾಲು. They would go there regularly and try to ride, TRY, try to ride the horses. ಅವರು ಕುದುರೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸವಾರಿ ಮಾಡಲು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. See, the police horses were huge. ಅವು ತುಂಬ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ದು. The police horses were huge. Right? They were not used to clumsy children scrambling onto them. SCRAMBLING, scrambling onto them. Okay, full stop. Despite, DESPITE, despite innumerable Innumerable means asankyata. Despite innumerable faults and many a fright, M-A-N-Y, many a fright, F-R-I-G-S-T, many a fright, he learned to ride, and control, C-O-N-T-R-O-L, control a horse. Taken? Understand? Take it down. Kapil Dev even today remembers that he and his friends were riding the police horses which were left in the huge open green areas to graze. They would go there regularly and try to ride the horses. The police horses were huge. They were not used to clumsy children scrambling onto them. Despite innumerable falls and many a fright, he learned to ride and control a horse. Taken? Ha. Yes. See. Therefore, continue. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ, therefore, even today, ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ Kapil Dev feels comfortable on a horse without a saddle, as that was the way he had taught himself to ride. Full stop. Right? Once, ಒಂದು ಸಲ, once, Kapil Dev decided to take a horse home. ಒಂದು ಕುದುರೆಯನ್ನು ಮನೆಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡ್ದ. and house him in his back garden. GARDEN, back garden. ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಇತ್ತು. What was its size? Which was 700 square feet in size. Which was 700 HUNDRED 700 square feet, SQUARE, square feet in size. Okay, the horse, HORSE, the horse could, probably means bahusha, Probably. The horse could have probably tethered there. Probably have been tethered. Tethered. The horse could probably have been tethered there. But he had not. Anticipated. Anticipated means expected. Nirikshisu. He had not anticipated. Anticipated. Anticipated what? The struggle. 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 He would have. Where? In getting. Gating. In getting the animal. Yadar mukantara. Through the tiny door of the house. Tiny door of the house. 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 What happened? He was not able to house the horse in the back garden of his house. Understand? What happened? The horse was duly returned. They were caught within minutes of his arrival. It means Kapil and his friends were caught within minutes of their arrival. Here we are talking about Kapil now. He was caught. Caugst. He was caught within minutes. Within minutes of his arrival. ಅವನು ಬಂದು ಕೆಲವು ನಿಮಿಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಹಿಡಿದರು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಕುದುರೆ ತೊಗೊಂಬಂದದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ. The horse was duly returned. 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 The horse was duly returned. But ಕಪಿಲ್ಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕದ್ದೇನೋ? He received the chiding from his father. ತಂದೆಯಿಂದ ಚಲೋ ಬೈಗಳ ಇಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಯಿತು. But he received RECEIPED. But he received the chiding. 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 ಯಾರಿಂದ? From his father. From his father. Okay, and then ಆಮೇಲೆ he was strictly strictly warned. ಏನಂತ ವಾರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? not to go near the grazing field again. Warned not to go near the grazing field. GRAZING. Grazing field. FIELD. Field again. This is the answer for 4 marks. Is it easy? Yes. Therefore, even today Kapil Dev feels comfortable on a horse without a saddle, as that was the way he had taught himself to ride. Once Kapil Dev decided to take a horse home and house him in his back garden, which was 700 square feet in size. The horse could probably have been tethered there, but he hadn't anticipated the struggle he would have in getting the animal through the tiny door of the house. Tiny door ಅಂದರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಡೋರು. ಕುದುರೆ ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿತ್ತು, ಬಾಗಿಲು ಸಣ್ಣದಿತ್ತು. So he failed in getting the animal into his house. Okay, he was caught within minutes of his arrival. The horse was duly returned, but he received the chiding from his father, and then he was strictly warned not to go near the grazing field again. Clear? This is the answer for 4 marks. Please prepare. Next, how did Kapil switch to cricket? It is also a question for 4 marks. See, answer. Kapil Dev. See, Kapil Dev was fairly good at. Kapil Dev was fairly good at all games. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಟಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೇ ಇದ್ದ. ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನಲಿ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ, ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನಲಿ ಗುಡ್ at athletics. ATHLATICS, athletics, right? He had dreamed of, DREAMED, he had dreamed of becoming what? A footballer. FOOTBALLER, footballer. He had worked hard. He had worked hard at that game. He had worked hard at that game and was selected. And was selected he was selected to play for school. He was selected to play in his for his school team. He was selected to play for his school team. Okay, full point. Next, fortunately all his friends, ಆತನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು, all his friends, okay, they were interested in and played cricket. Is it clear? All his friends were interested in and played cricket. What did they do? They convinced Kapil Dev to change his game. Okay, that was a decision that was a decision he would always he would always be grateful to them. Grate, grateful to them for. Understand? He would always grateful to them for. Clear? Yes. They unconsciously, UNCONSCIOUSLY, they unconsciously introduced him to the game for which he was made. Taken? See, Kapil Dev was fairly good at all games, exceptionally good at athletics. He had dreamed of becoming a footballer. He had worked hard at that game and was selected to play for his school team. Fortunately, all his friends were interested in and played cricket. They convinced Kapil Dev to change his game. That was a decision he would always be grateful to them for. They unconsciously introduced him to the game for which he was made. Next paragraph ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. Slowly, imperceptibly, ಗೊತ್ತಿರದೆ, IMPERCEPTIBLY, imperceptibly, okay, he changed from one game to the other. Okay, he began to spend a lot of time. ತುಂಬ ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ಕಳೆಯಲು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿದ. began to spend a lot of time on the cricket field. Okay, then naturally he played in many inter-school what? TOURNAMENTS, many inter-school tournaments. Okay, he came to be noticed as a promising lad, PROMISING, promising lad, ಭರವಸೆಯ ಹುಡುಗ. Promising lad where? In the local press, PRESS, local press. So Kapil Dev became a world class cricketer. or world class cricket player. Okay, dear students, see, slowly, imperceptibly, he changed from one game to the other. He began to spend a lot of time on the cricket field. Naturally, he played in many inter-school tournaments. He came to be noticed as a promising lad in the local press. So Kapil Dev became a world-class cricket player. Is it clear? Okay. Next, just read the passage and answer the questions. This is 4-mark question. Kapil Dev is one of the greatest cricketers in the history of Indian cricket. He was born on 6th January 1959 in Chandigarh. In 1983, Kapil Dev made a history by leading the Indian cricket team to its first ever World Cup victory. The final match was played against the strong West Indies team at Lord's, England. Kapil's leadership and brilliant strategies helped India win this iconic match. His outstanding catch to dismiss V.V. Richards and his knock-off 175 runs against Zimbabwe in the same tournament remain unforgettable. Kapil Dev showed the world that with determination and teamwork, even the underdogs can achieve greatness. He is truly a hero in the history of Indian cricket. You have read the passage. Now you have to read the question. How did Kapil help to win World Cup? Kapil Dev World Cup ಗೆಲ್ಲಲು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದರು? See here. Where is the answer? Come on. His outstanding catch to dismiss V.V. Richards and his knock-off 175 runs against Zimbabwe in the same tournament remain unforgettable. Is it clear? How did Kapil help win the World Cup? ಹೌದಾ? ಕಪಿಲ್ಸ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು, this point. His outstanding catch to dismiss V.V. Richards and his knock-off 170 runs against Zimbabwe in the same tournament. Okay? Remain unforgettable. So he helped India to win the World Cup. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರಿಬೇಕು? This is first answer. Understand? His outstanding catch to dismiss Vivian Richards. Okay? His outstanding catch to dismiss Vivian Richards, 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 and his knock-off 175 runs, and his knock-off and his KNOCK knock-off 175 runs against Zimbabwe. Understand? Against Zimbabwe. Against Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe helped to win the World Cup. Is it clear? Okay. Next, what did Kapil show to the world? Kapil Dev showed the world. This is the answer. You have to write. Kapil Dev showed the world that with determination and teamwork, even the underdogs can achieve greatness. He is truly a hero in the history of Indian cricket. This is the second answer. ಅದನ್ನು ಬರಿಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ಮತ್ತು ನೀವು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ದೊಳಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಕಪಿಲ್ ದೇವ್ showed, SHOWED, showed the world showed the world that with determination, determination, determination and teamwork, team, teamwork, even the underdogs can achieve greatness, can achieve ACHIEVE, can achieve greatness, GREATNESS, greatness. Okay, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರೆದ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. He is truly a hero in the history of Indian cricket. He is truly a hero, HERO, hero in the history of HISTRORY, in the history of Indian cricket, INDIAN, Indian cricket. If you write this much, you will get 4 marks. Is it clear? Are you happy? Dear students, with this I would like to wind up today's video. I will meet you all with one more interesting video next time. Till then, bye.